Hi, everybody.
I'm in Mexico. I don't know.
Hang on.
Oh,
Maybe
there
my
we
red-
are.
Baby, my red.
There we go. Yeah, I have to put on
Hello.
headphones
There we are.
because if I don't put on
Hi,
headphones,
guys.
we get feedback. How are you?
I can't hear you, Harry.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear both of you guys.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I mean, she might not be able
No
to
sound.
hear.
I got nothing.
Mike.
Check to make sure that your audio is
Okay.
on.
Hold on. Let me talk to you over here in the thing. I can hear both of you, but you can't hear each other.
We gotta do it all in sign language.
It's like the intro cut out right not long
Can you
after
hear
you guys
me?
added me in, and
No.
then it was quiet after that. So I don't know.
Get down there.
Give us a second, just a brief second. I'll try to figure this out from here.
Let me see. My mic is picking up.
Yeah, your mic
I
is
have no idea.
Mic is definitely picking up.
Is it the soundboard box thing?
No, that is on.
Huh.
How about now? Hello?
Wonder what-
Do you want me to leave and come back to the link?
Yes.
Yeah, see, my ship's up, so I don't have any idea. I can't.
Yes.
You want me to come back?
Yeah.
Shake your head. Yes. 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 Thumbs.
All right, that's interesting. All right, let's see if we can fix this. Do 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 do.
The joys of audio engineering, guys.
I don't know why they can't hear me. I mean, that's weird.
And you can hear them?
I heard them perfectly.
Oh.
I was hearing everything they were saying. They were just, we can't hear you.
Oh, try to call them back, I guess.
Well, we're waiting on them. Do, 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 do. Sorry for this technical difficulty.
Technical difficulties.
Hi, buddy.
To myself. Oh, yeah. And she's in the StreamYard link.
It'd be the same link. I mean,
Give her a new one.
it should be exactly the same. There we go. Okay,
All right.
can you hear me now?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, yay! All right.
What's a show without some hiccups, right?
Right.
Yep. All right, where is he? He is over here. Sorry, I'm going and grabbing the image file. you know, all the images that you sent, I have a file.
I guess that's not much better. But a little bit.
Yeah.
Minor hiccup.
This way I can find it. Okay. Listen to all those birds in the background.
Yeah, they having a party.
It's always like that in my yard. We dump like pounds of fucking bird seed out there.
Okay, so there we go. There's some artwork.
Yeah.
None of it is in order, by the way, because I didn't get in any type of like real order. It's just Facebook links. So
Yeah.
So 3 feet.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing spray paint art?
About 15 years now.
About 15 years.
He was on it before it became trendy.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I found it on YouTube back in 2011, and I was homeless, and so I started doing it because I was out on the street and needed to make money, and it took off, and I've been fell in love with it, and I'm addicted to it now.
I don't know where Donna went. She ran away. Let's scroll through this. So this is like a standing piece.
Yeah, that's glass. That's a mirror. That's a door mirror that I paint glass mirrors and old antique mirrors, glass tables, anything smooth, metal.
Literally anything.
Yeah.
If it can be painted on, he'll paint on it.
Yeah.
You've done some of those circular
Yeah,
saw blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done some of those before too. And I think you saw the pictures where he'd done a couple cars, a couple murals on buildings and stuff.
This is
pretty big collection.
That's a 10-foot table that's sitting on my porch. It's been sitting on my porch for about 3 months now. That is it was 100-year-old mirror that I paint old mirrors because they hold spirits. So I paint beautiful things on them so they don't kind of possess people. So that was an old mirror that I found in an old barn that was like way out on 184th Street when I was doing garbage.
So I take it you sell art as well?
Yes.
I love that one.
I did that one for Pride Week. That was like my LGBT community support picture.
I guess that one probably didn't take long to sell either.
No, it didn't. It sold before I finished.
We have a comment here from L. Lee. That's Laura Lee. Love your work. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us in the chat.
Yeah.
So as far as selling, like I don't mean to get like right into business, but a lot of our network members that do art, do creative things, they don't understand how to do pricing so well. Like they go, oh well, I have this piece of art, but I don't understand, how I'm supposed to go from I made this piece of art to I sold this piece of art, and that's like a real conundrum for a lot of the creative people that are attached to the network. Do you have any advice for them?
With me, I try to make it for the people. I'm not a gallery painter or an expensive painter. My paintings are for the people. It's for peace. So like I really charge really affordable so that people can buy it.
Yeah.
And that
it's more materials than anything that you charge for most of the time.
Yeah, because my material doing spray paint art is really cheap. So I use posters which cost me about 30 cents or 60 cents. And then my spray paint only is like $3 or $4 a can. So I can charge $30 for a picture, and people they can spare that.
Yeah.
So it's being able to know your customer, know your worth,
Yeah.
and
The
being
time
able
spent.
to and then the time spent. It only takes me 15 minutes to do each one of these, so I can crank out 10 in an hour.
We used to do karaoke down at this local bar, and he'd come down with stacks of new paintings, and he'd be sold out by the end of the night most of the time.
Yeah, and so you like selling them cheap, because I have people be like, "How come you don't charge so much for your pictures and this, that, other?" I sell my pictures for $30, and everybody wants one.
Yeah.
So they'll spend $30 to get a picture, especially with that they saw just made in front of them. Yeah. So at the end of the night,
part of it is kind of the experience itself as well, watching how quick it comes together. It's really neat.
Yeah. So like, I mean, you sell 3 pictures, that's $100 pretty much,
Yeah.
And usually I charge 30, they'll give me 40, 50. I've even had people give me $100 for a picture, So it's and it's pretty much selling yourself too.
Be confident,
and doing what you do. And with me, it's kind of like a magic show. I like being on the street in front of people and letting them see how the process happens and stuff.
He's inspired a lot of people and taught a lot of people how to do it themselves, myself included.
Yeah, hydro dipping, spray paint art. You can do the same thing with acrylic, sponge art, quick art. You don't necessarily have to have a brush. There's things around the house that you can make art with that are just household items.
Yeah.
Right. Now let me
That's
Is that a Doctor Who reference?
Yes, that's TARDIS. That's on the wall. That's actually my cover on my phone, because that's probably one of the best pictures that I've ever done. And I did that at Variations Bar downtown. And actually that's a black light picture.
Yeah.
I did the whole wall in black light. And so there's different references, that Star Trek, the MTV Moon Man, the skull from the football team. So it's a lot of stuff on the wall. I even have foxes around trees and everything.
Yeah, he puts a lot of smaller details in. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the wall too, down at Variations Bar downtown.
And for anyone curious that doesn't know, this is in Lincoln, by the way. Lincoln, Nebraska.
Well, I did say he was Nebraska based.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Outside of Lincoln, I don't think anybody knows any other city in Nebraska.
Probably just Omaha or Grand Island, but that's probably about it.
That one is Namaste. Like, are you gonna lose? Nah, I'm gonna stay.
So a lot of the stuff you basically you're doing it right in front of them. So they're the person buying the art is literally watching you make it, as watching it being made right there in front of them.
Yeah.
So that's also part of the purchase price for the art. I mean, it's an experience, right?
Yeah. And it's for the experience, but like I also do like community things, and I'll go to like if they have community programs, I'll go with just blank canvases and I'll paint there and then auction off all the pictures.
Oh. Yeah. Laura Lee says that one speaks to me.
Yes.
This way you can see the chat. He shares it up there, but
that's my meditation picture. That's where you're trying to find peace and your place in the universe.
Okay, so this is the car that you did, right?
Yes, that's one of those. What's one of the cars that I've done? My brother and his girlfriend.
Where's the rest of the car? There it is. There's some of it.
Yeah. I gotta redo it because it's starting to come apart. Little places where the winter has dinged it up and stuff. So I told her I could touch it up.
I'll get the other
But,
side. There it is. There's the other side.
yeah. Yeah, I did that about a year ago.
That was quite an ongoing project too.
Yeah, that was a whole summer.
Yeah.
But it only actually took me 22 hours in all to do the whole car.
Yeah.
It probably took me 30 minutes to do each part.
All right. So that's the end of them. All right. So this is another table.
Yeah, that's another table that's sitting on my porch that nobody wants. It's just sitting there. It's a sun catcher. But if anybody want it, come get it. Get it off my porch.
I'm not
Take
gonna
it,
be
have
starting
it.
that
for the low price of a trip to Nebraska.
Yeah,
You can
it's
have
free.
this.
It's sitting on my porch. Come get it. If you can find a base for it, or if you have a base for it, if you want it, come get it.
He is not going to start cutting shit out here, is he? I swear to God. I know.
Laura Lee has a suggestion for the car, putting like a poly coat or 2 or 3 to seal it. She has outdoor mural work that she does that too.
Actually, we were supposed to do that to the truck, but other things happened, and we only got to do maybe
a little bit of lifetime drama there.
Yeah, we got to put maybe 2 coats of clear on it, and some parts are more clear than others. That's why it started coming loose. But usually, I'll clear it maybe 6 times after I painted it. That one is My World, My Universe.
How's that look? Is that big enough? I can blow it up. Yeah, I see the repeating theme of the pyramids there.
Yeah, power stations. Pyramids if you really look, they're called tardigrades. If you really look really close at your skin, you'll see that your whole body is made of tardigrades, of pyramids. So we all are the building blocks of the universe.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate that.
Vinny is complimenting the work. He's always amazed at what comes out of the nozzle of a paint can.
Thanks.
And Miss Lee says they are powerful.
I try to. I'm an empath, and I walk universes, so I'm a little weird. So like I paint the places that I go. So I wake up in the morning.
That's where he went when he visited me last time.
Okay. That was actually the first Enterprise.
The first one, yeah.
Was that the one that
is definitely the first one from the original series.
Yes, that's one from the original series. I'm an old Trekkie.
He really does know how to kind of relate to a person when he's making art for them, though, because he's made me several pieces just off of, being around and stuff. And I've got one inside that's that's got like it's like more of a scenic one of like was elephants, right? Mm-hmm. On that one.
Yeah.
And it's like a real nice sunset with pretty trees and stuff. It's really cool. He does really good, just kind of based off how your personality is and stuff. He's really good at picking up on traits in people.
Yeah, usually I ask people what colors they want and what kind of picture they want, and they're usually amazed at
what they're drawn to or anything even, at
what I paint for them. And they'd be like, that was spot on, And it's just all because I am close to you and I paint from your energy, These are my garbage cans. My neighbor couldn't figure out whose garbage can was whose, so I just kind of made it where I know my garbage cans from his.
You can't say these are yours.
Right. And actually, the garbage company that I did it, they have that on their website now.
Ah. Uh, let's all right. Well, I think I actually went through like all the pictures as we were talking.
Yeah.
So let's go back over here to this ship in the
Oh
SCAI here.
yeah. Yeah, that's I and I. That's I and I see you, and that's I guess the floating of the adventure of as long as you wonder, you'll never be lost. So I wonder.
Ah, from like Tolkien.
Yes.
Not all those who wander are lost.
And I also do a token with the dragon's eye with the Sauron's castle in the middle.
I don't have that picture.
No, I can never keep that
He
picture.
he can actually, you're free to post anything you'd like on the network's page whenever you're out of Facebook jail.
Yeah, right.
It happens
Well,
to
yeah.
the best of us.
I am frequently in Facebook jail.
Join the club. It's become a hobby of mine.
Mine
I'm
too.
trying to behave because I can't do this type of stuff if I'm in Facebook jail. So that makes it a little more difficult. So when you're doing this art, you say you like go someplace. So you want to talk a little bit about your process, maybe?
I kind of meditate and relax my mind and think of how small we are against the universe and how large it is and how um
Somebody knows you is in there.
we
Sharita.
who Sharita?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
You want to give her a shout out?
Hey, Sharita.
That's my sister.
So yeah, I kind of try to put us in perspective to the universe in actuality, trying to show us really how humble we are against, we pretty much one speck of dust in God's carpet. You remember Horton hears the who, we're the little people that's inside the dust particle.
Mhm.
So, we have big attitudes and big egos, and sometimes we need humbling, and just knowing how small we are against the the, the blanket of space. Should people understand the necessary things to treat each other right and to try to make this little blue ball a little bit bigger by helping each other and understanding, being tolerant of each other, finding peace within the beauty within things. The reason why I like art is because it doesn't matter how old you are or what color you are, what age you are, or what sex you are. If it's beautiful, people are gonna love it. You know, and
Absolutely, I
it's
can
like
dig it.
music. Like music and art are the only two mediums where there is no judgment. You know,
Or it's subjective anyway.
yeah,
It's kind of however someone interprets it themselves is how
right.
the way it's supposed to be.
Because I've actually had a lot of people show me stuff in my pictures after I paint them.
Mhm.
And I be standing there with my mouth open like, wow, I didn't even see that.
I made it. I didn't see it.
Right. So it's always, I love other people's perspectives on things, and I love to travel the mind. You know, I love people's views, and I love talking to kids because they don't know how to lie.
Mhm.
They tell you the truth. If you stink, they're gonna tell you stink. That's what I think I love about them. So it's really for me a spiritual thing to help people to come back to the goodness of humanity, to the beauty of just being. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely dig it. I don't know where Donna went. She ran away.
saying? She watching in the other room, kick back, watching eating popcorn.
On the thing here.
She's fired.
Oh, okay. She was interrupted by the friends.
Ah.
The other friends, Amy. The other friends. So you do work in Lincoln, Nebraska. You also said you do like events like charity events or
Yes, I
He's
charity
really active in the
events.
community, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of charity events. For indigenous, for the LGBT community, Black Lives Matter, the veterans, St. Jude, anybody who needs me. You know, wherever there's help, I'm gonna try to help.
And he doesn't lie when he says that, because there was actually a point in time where I needed a place to stay. I was in a bad situationship thing where I was living with my ex at the time, and it was terrible. And he offered me a couch to sleep on until I got on my feet, and that meant the world to me, as opposed to just being homeless. I mean, it means a lot to let someone you barely know into your house. I mean, at that
Mhm.
point we knew each other pretty well, but like
Yeah.
still.
But I've done that several times. I'm like my house now. I have a 6 bedroom house that if anybody needs a place to stay or needs help, I'm willing. I got messed over a few times, but that's not on me. That's
That's gonna
on
happen,
them. That's on them.
Yeah. If that's the kind of person they are, that's bound to happen.
But I do things from my heart. So whatever that I let them and karma handle that.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, I'm always blessed. I follow God, so He never lets anything really, really bad happen to me. He's always blessing me. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Obviously with talent as well.
Do you have any events coming up like in the near future?
um, I have a show Sunday, but I actually forgot where it was. A lady asked me, and she told me she'll let me know tomorrow where it's gonna be at. So that's probably the only one I have right now. I had
He does go out on football Saturdays a lot,
yeah,
and does just goes downtown and finds
yeah,
a spot on the sidewalk and just gets to work, and
yeah.
he does that
Usually
a lot.
on Saturdays I'm in front of 1867 on 14th and O, and I'm down there from 5 o'clock till probably 2 in the morning, out painting and just living it up with the people. You know,
Yep. Um,
I know people think I'm weird because everybody's going to party, but I'm out just on the street painting.
um, Also, we found this um, uh, interview someone did of you. I think it was 2014. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Daily Nebraskan.
Yes.
I'm gonna put the link for that up in the. Oh wow, it's too long.
And actually, the guy who did that interview, I ended up being in a movie that he wrote and produced. That was last year too.
He's a man of many hats and feet, apparently.
Yes. It's the movie is called Capital M, and it's on Swiss French Films. And I just got a bit part in it, but it's a really good movie. It's an odd movie.
What's the premise of the movie?
A guy finds some drugs and money, and it ensues a comedy of errors.
Okay. All right. I'd be into that.
um, Oh, what was that? Oh, it's like Reverend Horton Heat's Bales of Cocaine, but made into a movie.
Yeah. I've actually seen him twice
Yeah,
before
that's
he
a
was
wild
even
show.
really famous.
It's a wild show, Reverend Horton Heat.
Yes, it is. It is. I was in Birmingham at the Nick and was actually walking past one night and heard him about dropping cocaine from an airplane. I was like, I got to go listen to this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him twice though. He's really tripped out. It's fun though.
Yeah, he's definitely a fun musician, especially to
Yeah,
watch.
Vincent, if we later on, I might post it on the network's page. If we come in, we can get a link to the movie. Definitely we'll toss that on the network. So you should be able to find it there if we end up coming across where it can be streamed from or anything.
yes.
By the way, Amy, Vincent is Vin E from Real Liberty Media. I don't know if you know him from back when you did radio.
Oh gosh, maybe, yeah. Holy shit. That's a time warp.
Yeah.
But if anyone wants any show that wants me to do anything between here and Missouri, just let me know.
And also sometime maybe we could have you go live on the network and do an example of a painting, how quick and things like,
Absolutely.
that would be really cool to just kind of show the process and how it's done. And because when you look at how it's getting done, you're like, there's no way that's going to turn into this. But then he gets done, lifts the last little bowl or whatever up, and you're like, holy shit, it's a whole damn painting.
Yeah. And I tell people all the time, don't look away.
Right.
You'll miss it. Yeah. I'm going to get a beer. I'll be right back. It'll be done.
Yep.
If you want to do that, if you have like a page for your art, not like I don't know if you can do it. Maybe you can do it off a personal page. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if you have like a page for your art, we can always do cross posting, which means that you basically be sharing it on your page as well as on the network at the same time.
Yeah,
it's functionality on Facebook.
I gotta get a new phone Friday, and then I'll start posting new videos and stuff. I just bought a camera and the overhead so that I can start videotaping my stuff because I want to start a YouTube channel. So yeah, I will definitely start doing that.
Absolutely,
because I want people to see the process. I want people to learn how to do it because I like seeing what comes out of other people's galaxies.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely. There she is. Now she's running away again.
He also does poetry, stand-up comedy. I mean, he really is. Yes. He does a lot of different styles of art.
I am a 30-year slam poet. I'm a former singer, backup singer for a lot of different groups and different choirs. I've been singing probably since I was 5, and I've traveled all over the world twice. So it's been broadening to to be able to see the world, and it gives you a different perspective. When you come
that was
home.
Sweet of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She runs away, but she comes back for coffee.
What do you think you would say is the most influential place that you went as far as your painting and artwork goes?
Uluru, Australia.
Yeah.
I went to Ayers Rock in Australia, and that was a spiritual awakening. I've never seen a gigantic pebble. It's a gigantic pebble. It's smooth. It's a mountain that's smooth. Like, that it had to be something besides people that put that there. Because it's by itself in the middle of a desert and it's round, no edges, no, it's smooth, big pebble. And so like when you climb to the top of it, it's a spiritual place. It'll take you, it opens you up, and it that and the Dead Sea were probably the two most spiritual places that I've ever been. You know,
Yeah.
the Dead Sea was it was just truly just awe inspiring, you know, and the Rock of Gibraltar it was humbling. It's really, really humbling. But I've been everywhere. I've been to Pumapunko, uh, um, Ayers Rock, Paris, the Eiffel Tower. Um, I've been to Gloa Peki, the Nazca Lines, um, Mexico City, Turkey, Ireland. You know, so I've been everywhere. I was blessed to meet some people who were singers and got into a choir and got to travel all over the world with them. So it was it was inspiring, and looking back now, it was better than going to college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I learned a lot more by broadening my horizons than just by sticking my face in a book. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about learning from life.
Yes, it is. It is a better teacher, because school is a gradual
Indoctrination.
indoctrination. That's why it's called a graduation when you get through. Those two words together is a gradual indoctrination.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you only get to taught the basics. You never really learn anything until you put your hands on it.
Yeah.
You know, and 5,000 hours of anything will make you a master. You know.
Yeah.
So everything that has always interested me, I've always just dove right in. Like when I was a kid, it used to be gnomes and fairies, and so like I probably know 100 different facts about gnomes that probably nobody else knows. You know,
Yeah.
you know they don't even get their beards until they're 150. You know, so it's always been. I'm a Pisces, so I'm a little weird. So you know, I've always worked like the weird parts of things. I've always
Join the
liked the
club,
weird
man.
people. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So you know,
End of
I guess
February,
that's
man.
you know that's why me and her friends, because we both a couple of weirdos. We said
Yep.
we have the deepest, funniest, weirdest conversations about some of the strangest things.
Random shit. Yeah.
Yeah, super random.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I always find my tribe, you know.
Well, that's
And
an
me
important thing to do.
yeah, like she was the first person that I met when I moved to Nebraska, and we've been friends ever
Yeah.
since.
I met him
Yeah.
out while he was painting, and it was cool.
Yeah.
Ended up hanging out like later that night, and we've been friends ever since. So it's always been.
Yeah, we had a Walking Dead crew.
Yeah, they used to come over and watch Walking Dead with me on Sundays, and then we'd do football Saturdays together. Well, back before the team started, totally sucking every little bit of ass it could.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you know, we've always just found reasons to hang out. He's been with me practically, I think, every birthday since we've met.
Yeah.
You know, and we've celebrated holidays together, and
Mhm.
you know, just a lot of fun having somebody who's as weird as you, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I'm usually the weirdest one in the room, so when he walks in, I'm like, all right, company.
Okay. He's my little sister from another mister. Yeah. You know, and it's always been, hey, that is cool. We got a tree full of birds right here. Look. Oh, they just flew away. It was
No,
a
there's
tree.
a shit ton of them in there.
You see all those birds in the tree?
Yeah.
They just in there hiding out. That's cool.
I'm telling you right now, when nobody's out here, it looks like the scene from The Birds, where there's like birds lining the whole fence and sitting all over the yard. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Open up the door and it's like whoosh.
Yeah. long
And
as they're
we've
not
got this
starving.
netting around our porch, and sometimes they get stuck in here because they can't find the opening that's giant.
Uh-oh.
But they kind of just flop around a little bit until they make it out.
All right, so I think that's about all I had for questions and
Anything
stuff
you
like
want
that.
to add?
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything you want to add?
Well, if like I said, if you need me, if you need any artwork, if you like any of the stuff that you see, anyone like anything that they sing, just let me know. I'll try to either redo it or do something for you. You know, I'm affordable and I love painting for people. So
Will you ship artwork?
yeah,
Yeah.
I can ship artwork.
Okay.
You know, just let me know where to ship it. Give me an address and what you need and what you like, and I'll send it to you.
All right, let me just get your Facebook link so that people can actually know who they're contacting. There you go.
Yes.
We'll
And
put
I
this
will be
on the
back
screen.
on I'll be back on Facebook October 2nd.
But you can still message. So if anybody sees
Yeah.
something that they like, they can still reach out to you and message.
Yeah.
That's Jarrett with 2 T's dot Palmore PALMORE.9.
Yes.
And that's on Facebook, and you can reach him there and discuss what kind of art you want.
Yep. And they can actually Google me and look up a lot of the other stuff that I've done too.
Yep, there's apparently somebody from Mexico sharing your artwork on their Pinterest as well.
That is actually probably my mentor, because
Oh.
I went to Mexico City and I met with a guy named Porfirio Jimenez, who is been doing it for about 30 years now, and he is amazing, and he taught me a lot in like 3 or 4 days. And so he's probably because I always send him stuff, especially when I level up and I do new stuff and have new ideas. I send pictures to him and stuff, and he probably promotes it too. So I have pictures
And it's
in
good to have
Germany and
people.
everywhere.
It's good to have people in your circle that support your art and
Yeah.
share it too.
Absolutely,
So that's
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, I have people who are repeat customers. Like every time they see me get a little bit better, they come by. I got a friend that I think she's probably 18 pictures from me. And if it's something that something new that I paint or something new that I paint on,
Right.
she does not hesitate. She is there within 15 to 20 minutes after I post it. So
Yeah.
usually all of my best work goes to her. So I call her the president of my fan club.
Yeah, there's actually a music producer lady who talks about the new environment for music production, and she describes like most of the reason why she's successful has nothing to do with like a large fan base, but like a small dedicated fan base, like getting like 100 people that would spend $100. 1,000 people who'd spend like $100 a year. That's $100,000 a year that you're making. And $100 a year isn't that difficult, and 1,000 people isn't like a giant milestone to try and get over. That's the whole thing. Like with like her pathway to getting successes, specifically in the digital age of music, because you can't drop a record and fill an auditorium or an arena anymore.
Right. But like I used to do Mardi Gras. I can make $3,000 in a day.
Yeah.
Especially if I started early that morning and go all the way till nighttime. I can make $3,000 in a day. You know, it is not hard, but I just get punch drunk probably by the middle of the day from spending all the spray paint. So
yeah.
But it's cool to think about doing something like that during Mardi Gras, because you never know where your art's going to end up, if they're tourists or if they live there, So it's like your art could literally be displayed in someone's house in Japan and you wouldn't know any different. But they'd be like, oh, is it Mardi Gras this time? And,
And I have people that have pictures in Germany and France and Australia, India. I get repeat customers from the UK. So I love it. I love it. Thinking that like I got places. I'm everywhere. Yeah, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And I've probably sold over 15,000 pictures in the 15 years that I've been doing it. You know,
Yeah,
it's that's a lot. You know,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
like actually when I moved here, I got turned down by every gallery because they told me that I didn't have high end art. And I asked the lady at one gallery, I was like, "Are you an artist?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "And you sell pictures?" She was like, "Yes." I'm like, "How much is that one?" She was like, 400. I was like, "And how many of those have you sold?" And she was like, "One." I was like, "I made $400 last weekend."
Right.
You know, and I sold probably 40 pictures. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
at the same time, you know, I don't do it for the elite.
yeah,
I am not for the elite. I am an anarchist. I am a people person. I am the salt of the earth. You know, so it's for us. It's not for them. You have to be spiritually in tuned and aware to actually even appreciate my art. If you
Mhm.
don't, if you are not in tune with yourself into the universe, you're not gonna even like it. You
Mhm.
know? So I like those spiritual people. I like those conscious people, those woke people, those enlightened people. You know, we are the ones who
Oh, Steve's in
shift the
there.
tide.
Say hi to Steve.
What up, Steve? Oh, he is a very good artist too. He makes
Yeah, he's
cigars that
actually.
like
Yeah,
pipes. You
I'm
know,
hoping that we can get him on sometime
yeah.
to talk
yeah,
about his art.
we want to
He's
get him
also a
on
very
too.
snazzy dresser.
Yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'd like to
Uh,
have Steve on sometime and
Yes, he is.
let him talk about his craft because he does a lot of things too. He's kind of like you. He does
Yes,
different things.
I love Steve's wit
Yeah.
and his dedication to being himself.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
I love that about him. Yeah, he's one of the kind of people that I like because he's weird like me, and he's um he's determined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the other pink thing
You're
you
right.
say.
It's not the weekend yet. I can't show my pink thing because he knows I'm the pink painter. I'm always in pink on the weekend. So yes, I love pink. You know, that's where we come from. This is where we go. Yeah. So I
um,
love pink.
um, yeah, so we need to get Steve on the show too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Amy.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm working on it.
You compliment your legs.
We also need to get Laura Lee on the show too
Yes,
to
we
talk about
do.
her stuff. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Donna.
Right.
We do. We definitely do.
So
so many wonderful.
just so you know, like I'm wink, winking, nudge, nudging everybody. So thanks guys for coming on. Don't
Thanks for
forget
having
you
us. I'm
absolutely
glad he had this opportunity to kind of talk
Yeah.
about his work and
absolutely.
experiences and whatnot. That's really awesome that, you guys have this as a creative outlet for, smaller
Yes.
artists out there.
And I shall return.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So remember, you can reach out to 3 Feet on his Facebook page. Here's
Yes.
the link to it. And the links for the article are way too long to put up, so I'm just not gonna. But here's
You
their
can
Facebook.
Google him though, like you said.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can Google me.
him.
Yeah, and you can find all kinds of stuff.
There we are. And if you see something you like, he can try to recreate it for you, or he can make you something new. And he does ship, right? You do ship
Yes.
stuff. So
I will
thank you for
ship it.
joining us.
I
Thank you, 3 Feet. Thank you, Amy.
You bet, you guys.
And thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody, for coming by. We greatly appreciate it. Definitely, definitely check out 3 Feet, and we hopefully we'll be seeing more of his artwork.
I'll
and
be
maybe some
bringing
of
I'll
his
be bringing
process.
some more people on too. Don't forget that. I'm
Yeah.
working on a list of folks that I've got getting ready to hopefully. I know at least 3, maybe at least 5 that have confirmed they want to. It'll just be a matter of scheduling that for when, but they're all interested. They want to share their work, and if anyone out there else does, like, just hit us up, let us know, like,
Oh, and I do have a mural coming up too, so I'll try to post pictures of that too.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
if you're still in Facebook jail, just send them to Amy, and Amy will get them posted up on the network.
Yeah.
And tag you in it, so this way it's posted on your page, because
Hello.
we can post on your page. You just can't when you're in jail.
No, I'm still doing the interview. Oh well, we closing.
Right.
We're closing it up.
This was a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody coming into the chat and
All right.
everything, and that was awesome that you guys really enjoyed his work and stuff. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again. And yep, go ahead. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Fifi.
Yeah. Just thank you. Blessed be to everybody. Prayers and lifting up positive meanings. You know what I'm saying, and tell everybody to be the best human that you can be.
Absolutely.
Be the best mammal you can be.
And never stop creating. That's for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So thanks, everybody. We will see you soon, and enjoy this musical interlude as we outro.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.